Okay, we're live from New York City. I think we are. Let me copy the stream link. Copy. I'm gonna text it over to the customer. Paste. Okay, so please, if you're watching this, just text me so I know you're watching live. And now so we are doing work on this guitar. The guitar is outside on the neck jig. I still need to set it up, so let's go out and see the guitar. Here it is. Yeah, I have another camera to set up here, so if you just give me a moment. Yeah, that's gonna be the other camera. And yeah, so I put the guitar on the neck jig. Let me show you. So from here, the guitar's right here, but it's not completely set up yet, right? It's just kind of there. I still need to crank it up a little bit. So there's many ways to use a neck jig. This is the neck jig. One way to set it up is with the string at full tension first. Take some measurements, etc. I can't do this now because of reasons that I want to get into. But I'm going to adjust the neck relief. And remember, this is the modified wrench for the truss rod adjustment. I have over here, this is a notched straight edge. And I'm going to use the 25.5-inch scale length, the notched scale length. So I am placing this between the frets on the fretboard. And now I just need to adjust the truss rod so that the neck is completely flat, if possible, as flat as possible. So there is a little curve that I don't think I will be able to get rid of on the actual board, but we are going to level the frets, so that's going to compensate. Yeah, so you can't see this, but there's a little bit of a dip here, like in first position, more or less. So now I need to crank up this part of the mechanism. And put the strap over here, where the nut would normally be. This is just going to stiffen the neck a little bit. Okay. So it takes a minute to set up a neck jig. I need to keep checking. Too much tension there. Crank up the truss rod a little more. I'm looking for little gaps between the fretboard and the notched straight edge. I want to make them go away if possible. this is better now. Okay, cool. Just put this here. And now I need to secure the neck completely. I have 2 dial indicators here, and this time I'm going to just use them to monitor any movement of the neck that might occur or might not, hopefully not. Okay, so I did level all the, I did mark all the frets in red, and I'm going to start leveling them. I'm going to use a straight leveling beam, not a radiused one. By the way, this is a 16-inch radius, but like I said, I'm going to use a straight leveling beam because I'm going to go in this direction as well to remove as little material as possible. So I'm going to start with, one tool that can be used, so you can use obviously an official leveling beam, but a popular tool is also a level, right? As long as it's straight, it works. And I need a brush, put it over here. There is no nut, so now I can go in this direction and in this direction, kind of diagonal. And I take an initial read of the topography. So I see where my high spots are because it's removing the red. Okay. So this is a, well, it's not very coarse, but it's relatively coarse. It's the first grit that I'm going to use just to remove the bulk of the material, but it's still a fine grit. So I don't have a close-up camera here, but basically I am seeing a high spot here, a low fret here, a very high fret here, a low fret, a high spot, low spot, and a high fret over here. Just going to continue. So as you can see, I am doing a crisscross pattern. If you use radius leveling beam, which you have inside, you can only go in this direction. But I want to go diagonally. The goal is to remove as little material as possible from the frets. We don't want to remove more than we need to. So the situation is as follows. All of these frets have been hit, but it kind of, I can kind of see this kind of pattern. So there's a low spot here and here, a low fret here on one side, a low spot on this side, high, low, and high, one high fret, single high fret low here. So I need to continue. So now I'm starting to hit the 4th fret here, which was lower. So I'm hitting the 4th fret, starting to hit the 3rd one a little bit. On the 2nd fret, I can see a few scratches there. It's important to keep cleaning. I am going to tape off the entire fretboard for the polishing. So it's a level crown and polish. The leveling and crowning will be done without any protection of the fretboard. Then I'm going to, after the crowning, I'm going to tape off the entire fretboard for the purpose of polishing and buffing. So I'm able to maintain the radius, and since I have a beam that is longer than the fretboard, I'm hitting all the frets at the same time. I have to keep cleaning this, right? And since I'm going diagonally and I'm hitting all the frets at the same time, it means that I'm not creating a low spot. If you use a short leveling beam, you would be hitting the middle twice as many times as the two ends, right? And that would create a low spot in the middle. But in this case, with a long leveling beam, you're hitting all the frets at once. All right? Oh. Yeah, I didn't get a text message from a customer, so I'm not sure if that link worked or not. Maybe he didn't know that I asked him to text me, because when you start watching a live stream, it's not gonna start at the beginning, right? It's gonna start at the point of well, whatever it's called. So there's a delay. It's live. Ah, there's a text message. Oh, I'm watching. Look at that. No, there, yeah. Cool. Watching. So we are live now. I can't do texting now, but yeah. So this is happening as we speak. There's still a low spot here, but I am hitting the 3rd fret. The 4th fret is good. 2nd fret is still low. And there's a low spot here on the 12th fret. 14th fret on the bass side, 14, 15, 16, 17, maybe 18 on the bass side. And on the treble side, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right? So we're almost there. Once again, I'm going diagonally, and I'm kind of rounding off the frets, just basically going over the same radius. It's a 16-inch radius. I don't want to inhale this. Yeah, my colleagues are watching live from here, live, and you're watching live with a delay. Let's see. Oh, almost there. Here we're really almost good. Only the 12 and 14 fret have little dimples from the strings. And I still need to level off that second fret. In fact, level off the frets, the adjacent frets, down to the lowest point. So the fretboard was really uneven. Well, the board will stay uneven, but the frets will be leveled. All right, almost there. This does take a minute. I wish I had a close-up camera. Maybe one day I will be able to have some kind of wireless camera. It's possible to use the phone as a wireless camera, but I'm using it for switching. You need help there, doctor? You're good? Oh yeah, almost there. So the treble side is all even and level. I need to focus my attention on the bass side a little bit here. Again, I'm still using the coarse grit. There's no reason to switch it to any finer grits just yet. Okay. Okay. I think we're there. So I'm going to finish off in this direction. Guitar quackery.
Hi there. I have a question. So I have an acoustic guitar, and unfortunately fell off the wall it was mounted to, and it seems like that back panel, the bottom part at the seam has kind of popped out a little bit, and there's a bit of a crack at the bottom of that panel as well. I see where the veneer is coming off, but I was wondering something like that, if you have like an approximate range or
No, I would not be able to quote any kind of structural repairs without seeing it. But also, I would not be able to take any work right now. I'm about to leave on a vacation, so this is not a good timing, basically. Yeah. What's the value of the guitar?
I think used they're going for like anywhere from $300 to $400.
Yeah, well, I I think the repair sounds like it's going to cost more than the guitar value, right? If it's a structural repair. But like I said, I can't take this project. I can't take it on right now because I'm leaving in a couple of days for a 1-month vacation. So unfortunately, I would not be able to commit to anything right now.
Okay, no worries.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. That $300 guitar. The back is coming off. So, I don't want to put scratches in this direction, so I finish it off in this direction. Just going across the fretboard. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, I think this looks good, but sometimes the grit accumulates between the sandpaper and the surface, and it removes the red marker. So what I need to do now is I'm gonna have to use a fret rocker to check if there are any uneven frets. So just going over the fretboard like this. So here it's still rocking a little bit. I'm gonna try to put my microphone here. So this is a low spot, which makes this a high spot. I think the other frets are okay, but I still need to hit the bass side a little bit using the same chorus grit. We can't have rocking. Can't have any high spots. That's the whole purpose of this procedure. It's very close. So what happens is the grits accumulates. The grits is what they eat in prison. Grit is what's on the sandpaper. Just a tiny little bump. Almost done. So we don't have a high fret, we have a low fret, right? So this is the lower one, which makes these two higher, and then it's rocking, if that makes sense. Dr. Jack, we have a new doctor. Fixing amplifiers. Okay, so let's have a look. Just a little bump over here, around between the D and the A strings. Just a little more. I'm actually tilting the leveling beam a little bit, so I'm not hitting the entire surface of the frets, because the frets are curved, but this is a straight line, right? So if I tilt it, you know, I can use it's still rocking a little bit. Yeah, so if I tilt it, I can use one edge or the other edge to hit the frets, right? Which is what I'm doing now. So those are all subtleties that are not really visible on camera. Hope I'm explaining it right. Ah. Gonna check the entire fretboard. I don't expect to find any uneven frets. We're good. Now, like I said, I'm going to finish off in this direction, like this, to remove any visible scratches in that direction, right? Up and down the fretboard. I'm looking at the reflection. And this is hard, again, this is hard to explain, but now I'm putting more pressure here at the heel of the neck. It's not a bad thing to have a little bit of a what's called fall away on the fretboard. Basically going down in this direction. A tiny microscopic amount. It's called fall away. Usually we do it on acoustic guitars, more so than on electric guitars. So I'm looking at the reflection to see if I see any scratches. And you can see this, I'm removing material here, but not here right now, just to put a little bit of fall away on the fretboard. It's really unnoticeable, but these frets are going to be slightly lower. Dr. Jack. Yeah, let me show you again. You can see the powder here, but none here. So this powder is coming from these frets. powder. Powder, yeah. Metal powder mixed with grit from sandpaper. Again, not to be confused with grits. This grit you can't eat. I mean, you can, but they don't feed prisoners this grit. They feed them grits because it's cheap. All right. I think I'm done with the coarse grit. Yeah, I think so. Now I'm gonna switch grits. Well, switch grits. Not switch to grits. Switch grits. It's a grammar thing, right? So this one is a finer grit, and I can even feel it. It's more slippery. And remember those dial indicators? Well, I guess the neck flexed a tiny little amount. Nothing that would affect anything in any significant way. So I want to make this nice and smooth. Yeah. Okay, so this is medium grit, medium grit, whatever. And this one is a really fine. You can't even feel that it's sandpaper. As you can see, I'm not going in this direction, just across. Well, I like the way this feels right now. It feels the way it's supposed to feel. All right. There's a little bit of powder. Just brush it off. Okay. Now I can kind of clean the frets so that I can mark the fret tops in red again. So I'm going to use a red Sharpie. Here, just like this. This is a fret guard, music nomad tool. It's used for other purposes, but I use it to do this part of the job, so that if the red Sharpie slips, it doesn't hit the fretboard. So I'm prepping the frets for recrowning. So right now the frets are flat on top. We don't want them to be flat. Obviously this is normal, I was just leveling them. So now we need to round off the two sides. That's called the crown of the fret. And the procedure is called crowning, or in this case, recrowning. I started using this fret guard after I made a few mistakes when the red Sharpie slipped. In some cases it's kind of difficult to clean sometimes when you have a maple fretboard. Sometimes it's impossible to clean it. And it's got 24 frets, so a little extra work. A little extra work with a recrowning. Okay. We let it dry for a minute before we do anything. And that gives me the opportunity to grab some water, which I have right here. Okay, crowning. Need to decide which file to use first. So it's dry on this side. I'm gonna put a little rag on the guitar. Okay. Okay, let's do this. So these are not quite jumbo frets. So this side of this file. This is a coarse file first that I use to remove the bulk of the material, obviously. So I don't want to remove all of the red. I just want to remove the red from the two sides and end up with a thin red line in the middle of the fret. Oh, I forgot to do something. I have an app that tracks my drinking intake, water intake. I had 3 sips, I think. Okay, cool. All right. So. So this second fret was lower than any other fret on the board. So I don't need to remove much material. I gotta be careful not to remove too much. I don't want to hit the top at all. But the first fret was high, so I'm revisiting the first fret. Sorry. Third fret was also low initially. Just gonna remove a little bit of material. Fourth was also kind of low, right? I'm done with that one. But here there was a high area. So these frets are significantly flatter on top than these 3 frets here. Where am I? I'm doing the 5th. Sometimes I send text messages with pictures to my customers as I am working. Let's see if that works. I'm going to do it. Like that. Okay, that's for the family album. Sending. Whoop. All right. I smashed up a Fender guitar earlier today into tiny little pieces. I know you don't believe me. It's right over here. There it is. I had to do it. It had to be done. Smash. I know what you're thinking. Why? Well, it had to be done. Company policy. What company? The Fender company. It was a new guitar. So, that was a Fender warranty procedure. Okay, so bear with me. Sometimes guitars are so bad, they should have never left the factory, right? In that case, if a customer files a warranty claim, a technician would send a request to Fender, and they would authorize or deny, in this case authorize the warranty service. And it all comes down to cost analysis. So in some cases, they just replace the guitar. The moment they replace the guitar, they own the faulty guitar. They own it, right? Because they just sent a replacement. And they send a request to the technician, that's me, to scrap it. So there's an actual PDF with scrapping guidelines that any authorized service technician must follow. So we need to sometimes we need to destroy guitars and take pictures and send them to the appropriate department at the Fender company so that they can see that the guitar has been scrapped. So that guitar under that serial number can no longer exist. It's a factory defect. And that happens in any industry. Okay, doctor?
Have a good vacation.
You too.
Awesome.
Thank you. So, if you buy, I don't know, a hand drill and it's defective, okay, so you take it to an authorized service center, and if they decide to replace it, they need to scrap the faulty one. Hand drills, bicycles, guitars, it's all the same thing. When it's replaced, the old one needs to be scrapped. So I don't have a choice. I need to do what I'm told. Otherwise, I'd be violating my terms. Right. So here it's a little more difficult to hit it on the bass side, so I need to switch over to this side. All right. So let's do the bass side first. I can still hit the treble side here because this horn is away from this line of attack. Okay, this is the last one that I can do from this side. I mean, the treble side from the treble side. So again, the fretboard has a radius, so I can hit the bass side here and avoid hitting the horn. But then I'll have to do the treble side from the other side. It's a wide angle lens, so I'm not really sure how much you can see in terms of details. Okay. Now I can hit the treble side of the frets from this side. Almost done with the course file. that's that. Just a visual inspection. It all looks good because I marked them off in red. I can tell. But here I need to crown it a little more. Yeah, I guess this was a high fret. So the highest fret on the fretboard was the first one, and I wonder how that's going to affect the setup on the nut height. There was a shim, so I suspect I'll have to remove it. We'll see. Okay, we're done with this file, but we're not done. Now I need to take this file, medium grit. So this one has two sides. I'm going to use this side very lightly. That's a diamond file. I'm not really crowning, right? I'm just removing surface scratches. I'm falling asleep. I feel like I could doze off. Where am I? Fifth, sixth?
Hey, what's up? Hey, I got a reservation number.
So some people use just the diamond file for the whole recrowning procedure. I like to start with the coarse file first. The coarse files are the old school hardened steel files. You can do the whole job with those as well. Diamonds do wear out eventually a little bit, and that's how I made my fine diamond file. It's an old crowning file. Okay, so this file, it's called the Z file, the Z is in zebra, but it's more like a V file. It's got two sides. I'm only using one of the two sides. I gotta hit the 12th fret from this side. Yeah, later on I'll be using a Z file, an actual Z file. Z is in zebra. And when an actual, they call it the original Z file, when that one's used, you need to use both sides of it. And I'm tilting a little bit. Okay, so now I'm hitting only the base side. Yes, sir. Huh?
I have a base for you.
You mean for today?
Yeah, to work on. I just want to drop it off.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to take it now. When do you need it back? I'm leaving on vacation.
Okay. All right.
What's wrong with it?
I just need a setup.
Yeah, do you mind bringing it back in maybe last week of August or September?
Okay.
You can text me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What make and model is it?
It's a one. It's probably something you haven't heard of. Yeah, I have.
Is it the one I looked at before?
No. I'll show it to you briefly.
Hill, if you don't mind, step over here because now I need to hit it from this side. Over here, it's fine, yeah. So I can continue working.
This is
This one, 5-string.
yeah.
Let's have a quick look. I can't put it on the bench, but I'll just have a quick look. Okay, so not much fret wear.
Yeah, no.
I'm just going to sight the neck. Oh, it's got a huge up bow.
Yeah. I haven't used it in a long time. But now there's something I've got to
Yeah. It looks like it could have what's called a differential relief, more relief on this side and here. That's not necessarily bad if there's more relief on the bass side. It depends what the difference is between the two. Yeah, Hill, do you mind, like, last week of August, no problem at all?
Okay, yeah.
You're not in a hurry, right?
No. I can practice. I only needed to practice with. And I haven't used it in a long time, but I've been practicing it, so I'll just
Yeah.
practice it like it is.
No problem, yeah. So just shoot me a text. You'll see me here. What days you rehearse here?
Usually Tuesdays, but it's been varying. You know.
I see. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I can't, yeah. There will be a sign that I'm on vacation, but yeah. Yeah, I can't take any work now. You know, it would be just sitting in storage. Like this guitar, I'm not really sure I can finish it. You know, that electronics issue. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. Well, let's see. Let's see how this goes. Let's take it one step at a time. Okay, so I'm done with this file. That's the centered Z file, which should be called the V file. And now this is the original Z file. I don't know if you can see this, but it's not going to focus. It's yeah, it's asymmetrical, so you got to use both sides. So let's dust it off. Make sure we dust it off. So this is, technically speaking, it's not officially a finer grit file, but I've used this so much, it became a finer grit file. And as you can see, I quickly spin it. So this is side 1, tap, tap, spin, side B, or side 1 and 2. See ya. I flip it very quickly. Just like that. I'm not tracking the time. It's been an hour, I guess. And I could totally skip this last grit and just start polishing, but I just like to do it. That was a funny sound. Okay, the 11th fret. So once again, I'm gonna have to switch sides. Okay. Now the 12th fret. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these live streams. I guess I'll be doing what what I am doing as we speak, having the customer watch. Then it becomes a public video eventually. This one's going to be unlisted for a while. I don't want to make them public just yet. And then maybe I will just be streaming and talking about what? About guitars. So I don't think it adds a significant amount of time to the job, unless I talk about mosquitoes and whatever bugs I find inside the guitars. I wish I could find money inside the guitars, like they just found drugs inside of the amplifiers. Well, I don't want to find drugs, but money. That would be something. But then what do you do with it? Can't just take it, right? Unless I buy a guitar and there's money in it. So when I do this scratch removal procedure, I can feel when it becomes more slippery. And that's when it's good. Okay, so now these frets here from this side. Okay, and now we're going to tape off the fretboard. So you can't see the close-ups, but yeah, I can. But my customer wants to see the close-ups. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a picture and text it. Let's see. Tap, tap. How about 16:9 ratio? Okay, let's see. Okay, so what you see here are the red markings on the frets. Just gonna send the text message. Goes to the customer, right? Yeah. Delivered. Okay. Any minute now. I think the text message arrives before this stream, right? Because the stream has a delay. I gotta clean my jig. So let's check the fretboard. I don't expect any rocking because obviously I have red lines on all of the frets. But I just double check. I wiggle it just to make it rock if there is even a slightest uneven fret or part of the fret. Now it's completely level. Okay, good. All right. That's what we want. Okay, well, now I'm going to work on the fret ends. Okay, I'm going to use a specialized file for that. It's called the Gorian, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, quarter round file. The Gorian quarter round file. So I have it right here. Oh, that's the wrong one. I have it inside. Sorry. Gotta go here and get the right file. They have the same handle, so I just took the wrong file. But that's the one. It's got if it wants to focus, does it? No, it's stubborn sometimes. Okay, maybe if I come like this. Okay, so it's a quarter round file, right? Okay, now it's in focus. All right, that's a really, really good file. And I'm going to use this to round off the fret ends, okay? So the procedure is called fret end dressing. And I'll do the fret end dressing before I tape off the fretboard, okay? So let's do it. So now this camera here lost me. Okay, just gotta reset the camera, no problem. Because we're live streaming, right? Camera number 7. I got 8 cameras. No, I don't. Got 8 channels. Okay, anyway. Here we go. With it, I just go like this. And I just hit it very lightly. I don't even push down with the file. I hold the finger here just so that it doesn't, if it slips, that it doesn't hit the fretboard. That's all. There's another mosquito flying around my head. No, it's not a mosquito. Okay, you can live. It's a little flying insect, harmless. Doesn't bother me. We don't want to round them off too much because we don't want to lose real estate. Okay, so that was the bridge side. Okay, so now the side from the headstock. That's the little bug. So this guitar is going to have what's called ball ends. That's a premium feature. Makes it a little more comfortable to play. You want to go easy with these files because you don't want to remove too much material, because once material's been removed, you cannot put it back, obviously. So now I'm going to walk around the guitar and hit it from the other side. Work on the bass side right there. So this is such a great tool. It makes my job easy and quick. We still got work to do. I gotta pay attention here around the neck pocket because I don't want to scratch the finish. But you know, I've done it many times. I mean, I haven't done it being the scratching. I've only done that a few times, but I've done this many times. All right, so I'm out of the danger zone. No more scratching. No more possibility of scratching, right? I didn't scratch it. Okay, that's that. Now, I'm gonna clean the fretboard. Now, yeah, there's still some red on the frets. If I start removing it now, before I tape off the fretboard, I'll be transferring some of that red onto the maple fretboard, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to tape it off first, and then I'll remove the red. So here I put the files away. That's that. There are two files here I have not used. This one, the Fret Guru file. We didn't need it this time. I just had it ready. Or this is a file called a Fret Kisser. Did not need it. And I did not use the smaller radius file, which is for smaller frets. I just put it there just in case. Now let's take a tape dispenser and box cutter, okay, and tape off the fretboard here, just like that. It's got to be clean first. Let's see how much the neck moved. Well, not since then when it moved. It probably moved at the beginning, and now it can move. It's no longer relevant. I can even take this off. It really doesn't matter. Okay, so taping off. I got low tack tape here. So sometimes tape can remove a little bit of finish. Hopefully this is not going to be the case this time. But we need to tape it off. So what can I do? All right. I'm using two widths. This is the wider one. You know, sometimes, yeah, sometimes I do something and I forgot to prep for it. So I need to get something from the inside world. Okay, this. What is this? It's something. Gonna need this, and I'm gonna need paper towels. So I'm going to wax the neck a little bit so that the tape doesn't stick too much. Okay, that's always a good idea, okay? All right, so let's go back over here. And let me clean this. I keep my business cards here, just in case customers come. They see me work. If they ask for the information, I just give it to them. Okay, now I gotta reset that camera again. There you go. So that we can continue later. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm going to wax it a little bit here and here, maybe a little bit on the top. It's going to be easier to remove the tape. Not much. Okay. Just between some of the frets here, where we do have a slightly wider space. Okay, nothing too crazy. That's it. Just a little something. Okay, now let's tape it off. So now when I put it down this way, it'll be easier to peel off later. Okay, this is a fresh blade, is it? Let's see. No. I need, man, the other one. I had another one. Okay. Where I put it. It's got to be sharp. If it's not sharp, it doesn't work. It's got to be super sharp. Where I put it? Oh, I do have it there. It's the orange one. Okay. Is it? Yeah. That's the new one. Okay. So, once again, give me a minute to reset this camera. Alright, because otherwise it's not seeing my face. This whole AI facial recognition thing. Okay. So since it's really sharp, I can just kiss the top of the tape, and yeah, it cuts only through the tape. Now, let me see. This other size is going to fit between these two, maybe. Just going to put it there as a placeholder. I can fold this one. It's got a little crease, okay, because it is a little wider. But now I know which tape to use up to this fret. Yeah. Okay.
But we have this edges. Oh, rest. And there's like an even bigger piece, like if we have the light, which.
They say it takes on average 7 minutes to tape off the fretboard. I never timed myself. I think it takes me longer. Okay. Somebody needs to pick up the phone. Okay. Yeah, I'll still use the yeah. You're looking for Edgar? Edgar left. Yeah. You need him specifically, or? Uh-huh. I think I can still use this one.
We got the circumcision coming. Oh, God. Hi, sorry about that. It's looking out the Alright, let's see.
Okay, I need to make sure my computer has enough juice. Okay, let's charge the battery. Right. It's charging it. You're going to be cutting something? You're going to be cutting something?
Yeah, we're building shelves.
Where?
This is what you need for, destroying a guitar.
No, but where are you building shelves?
And then the closet.
Oh, okay.
But the guitar, you want to bust size?
Be careful. Be careful. Don't scratch it.
Nobody touch it. Nobody touch it.
Please.
This is pride and
It's a customer's guitar. Okay.
What are you gonna cut?
Where or what?
Yeah, where are you gonna cut?
Probably like in the back in the base.
No. What are you? What? Okay, I'm saying like what is it? Oh, for the fixture.
Okay. Two more spaces to tape off. Okay. I'm not sure how much of the background music this mic picks up, but they're singing here, playing. Sound good? Okay. Did it take 7 minutes or longer? All right, so now I need a little naphtha and paper towels. Paper towels right here and naphtha right here. Right? I need a glove. So naphtha is nasty stuff. No amount of it is good. There's no good amount of naphtha for your body to inhale or to touch, because the skin absorbs it. So this. Okay, this is serious, right? It's a carcinogen. So what I do is I just put a little bit on the paper towel and I keep my face away. And I just remove the red. It's not coming off too much. It's coming off. So I like to keep my head low so I don't inhale it. It's very volatile, so it evaporates quickly. All right, just like that. It's the red marker. So now I can use another part of the paper towel and what's good about naphtha, it doesn't damage the tape. It doesn't affect the self-adhesive surface of the tape, even if it soaks through. All right. So Sweetwater offers a Plek service. It's the automated equivalent of what I'm doing now. It's got its pluses, it's got its minuses. This is still better. One day they will perfect the Plek machine and you know, this will no longer be the better choice, but for now this is still the better choice because I think about every fret. The plaque machine doesn't think at all, it's just a CNC machine. Okay, put the NAFTA away. So this is all the red that you know, I removed. So I put this away so that it dries up on its own. Okay, now we continue. Where do I put my phone? Okay. Okay. I'm hitting the thread ends first. From the other side now. I'm not going to hit the fret tops with this 400 grit because that would rough them up. They're already smoother than what the 400 grit would produce. No, it's 600. Okay, my watch will update automatically. That's what it says. 10.6 watch OS. Okay. Brush it off. I'm trying to catch the reflection of the light, which is coming from here, from above. I got two lights. So I just move my head a little bit, and it changes the reflection. So this is the first actual live stream that's actually being watched live. I've done live streaming before on a bass and on a guitar, but I sent the customers links after. So this is the first one that's actually being watched live. And it's still not a public live stream. It's just a private live stream. But the video will become public. 800 grit now. The video will become public at some future time when I decide. I don't know when. Soon. Okay. So with the 800 grit, I can go up and down the fretboard for sure. Okay, let's check. Good. Okay. 1000. I always do the fret ends first. Okay, we are in the scratch removal phase. There's no such thing as scratch removal. We're really removing material from, you know, everywhere around the scratches. So the scratch removal terminology is basically a misnomer. Okay. Okay. I have them color-coded. Okay. So this is a procedure that will get the frets really shiny. It's a mistake to skip any of the phases of the polishing, because if you do, you might get what looks like mirror finish from afar, but it really has bumps and scratches. You know, and just to be sure, there's no such thing as a 100% scratch-free surface. If you magnify it enough, you will see scratches, obviously. But yeah. Okay, so that's that. Now let me open the. Oh, I got some water. I gotta drink some water. I gotta make sure not to drink this. It's right next to the water, right? Okay, my box. Frat rocker. This goes in the trash later. Okay. This is gonna go in the trash. Okay, and here we continue. Here I can reach both sides. I don't need to go around the guitar. So this is further removing any minor scratches, tiny minor little scratches, microscopic scratches. And always clean the fretboard. Okay. There's an old Chinese proverb that says, shiny frets take time. Yeah, man. I know how to do this faster by skipping, you know, some of the work that I'm doing, but the results are not the same on many levels. There's another old Chinese proverb that says, there are no shortcuts. This is gonna be nice. Same guitar, but different. Switch. They are shiny already. How much battery power is left here? It says 100%. That can't be. I guess it's also charging at the same time. All right. So I like to remove scratches down to the microscopic level. All right. Well, they already look like mirrors, but I'm not done yet. We continue. Okay.
Yeah, I tested it out.
Put it back in the box.
It's like not enough power going through it.
And now, yeah, I'm not done yet. But I just realized I forgot to log my 2 sips of water. So let me do it. Okay. So this is the app. Okay. That's a glass, and I log it. Boom. So this is what I had today. I had some coconut water, then coffee and coconut water and water. It reminds me to drink. Okay, like I said, I'm not done yet. Now comes, yeah, buffing. Okay, and this one. So we're gonna start at the head. Put my face away. I need to spend some time at both thread ends. So some places they just rub a little steel wool up and down the fretboard, but here I go all the way. Yeah, man. how long we've been streaming? Almost 2 hours, or just about. So I charged out the batteries obviously before. I also worked with EVO gold frets, Jescar EVO. Yeah, those look nice. They look like gold, but they're not. They are an alloy of titanium and copper. You need to know how to do this because you can heat up the frets. If you heat up the frets, they can move. They can pop up, and then you got uneven frets. Okay, doctor. See ya. Dr. Jack. Done for the day. I try to keep my face away from this thing because small particles do get released into the air. Yep. I feel like I should say something. There's only so much I can narrate. Polishing, buffing, different grits, different compounds. Yeah, I'm gonna make a fret maintenance video one day when I have time. Not a live stream video. It's gonna be for the main channel, an edited video. You know, honestly, if you don't go all the way, you can't get the results. So the self-help fret maintenance video is going to be just, you know, to explain what is the minimal work that people should do when they change their strings. So the strings need to come off, all of them, right? Some people worry that this is going to damage the neck because the truss rod is, you know, tight. No. If you think about it, this is a Floyd Rose equipped guitar, so you can do deep dive with it. That's the same as removing the strings altogether, right? And that doesn't damage the neck in any way. So you can remove all the strings, no problem. Oh, I've been standing all day. I shouldn't be yawning on camera. Yeah, I see tiny little particles here. They do get released into the air. I used to wear a mask for this work. Maybe I should still wear it. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like overkill.
Yo, what's up? Did I bother you for another hat clutch? The one that's kind of just shaking, you know? Try to really tighten that up.
Okay. One more. Okay. Turn it off. And now I need to charge it. I have the charger right here.
Thank you.
That's it. We're not done yet. I need to use another one with another compound. I have it right here. It's this one. That's it. I gotta reset that camera again. It's like every time I walk away. Yeah. Okay. So I don't need this. Where'd I put it? Over here. Okay, how about I go on this side for change? Sorry, I know you see my back. It'll take a minute. So, I don't know at what point polishing becomes buffing. It is called level crown and polish. Maybe it should be called level crown, polish, and buffing. But, you know, that's too much. So now, because I have the buffing compound on all of the frets, I don't want to go in this direction. I'm going to go in this direction and start from this one. Okay. Okay, again, I keep my face away. Oops. Okay, I'm seeing that mirror shine already. I do this every day. Yeah, I think every day, yeah, in some form or another. So I don't do a level crown and polish work job every day, but I do polish the frets every day. Let's say part of a setup or something. How long we've been streaming? It doesn't say here. That screen is set up to something else today, so I could push a button inside and check, but you know, whatever. So it looks good from here, but I don't know if it's gonna show up on the picture. If I try to take a picture, hold on. (16:9). I don't know why it doesn't always go to 16:9, just automatically. Okay. I guess it looks okay on the picture. Send. Boom. Delivered. Okay. Thanks, looks good on pic and on vid. Delay in whatever. Yeah, there's a delay because it needs to process the video. Yeah, you know, news anchors, when they interview someone, they ask a question. It takes a while for the other person to answer. It's that delay, right? So I don't know how much of a delay this has. Does it matter? I'd be interested to know how much of a delay. 15 seconds? 20 maybe? It's got to be at least that.
You know what's crazy? The fact that I think it took me longer to practice this than every single one of these right now. Dude, you've done one so far. I know. I just did the rest of it.
So one reason why I am streaming on a separate channel is because this is a rehearsal studio, and right now they're playing a song that's obviously copyrighted. So I don't want to have copyright strikes on my main channel, because I spend a significant amount of time editing the videos. This doesn't cost me an extra time, right? I'm just streaming. I just work and I just run the cameras. Maybe it costs me a little extra effort, but you know, nothing much. But the editing, that takes long. So I don't want to have a copyright strike on my main channel. And I just posted a video with this guitar on my main channel this morning, showing the fret cheese on the strings. Featured guitar appears in 2 videos. Well, this is more than 2 videos, live streaming, right? So 2 projects, okay. Kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, so everything takes longer. I don't want to stay up too late again. I don't think I can work on that pickguard tonight. And this is not the only guitar I need to finish before my vacation. And I think I'm gonna have to inform the customer that it's not going to be done before my vacation because of the electronics, you know. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe it's just the switch. It can be time consuming, the whole troubleshooting. And if I need to fix the pickup, well, we'll see. It'll be live streamed for sure. So we will be discovering it at the same time, well, with the delay, right? Almost at the same time. Oh yeah, I stayed up too late last night organizing my videos, video recordings. I was editing this morning. Okay. The other one is still charging, so I only have one charging station. We'll charge this one later. What a mess. I'm not done yet. I could have done all the polishing off the jig, to be honest. Now comes this hand buffing. And then there's more, but I'm going to do that off camera. It's a proprietary system. As you can see, I've done it before a few times. Where am I? I like this band. I don't know if you can hear it. She's got a good voice. I don't know which one of them is the singer. Okay. Maybe I should send another picture. Oh, wow, it's nice and shiny. But, you know, the camera doesn't pick up all the... Oh, it says delay is minimal, by the way. Okay. Camera. 16 by 9.
Just folds the wrong way.
Okay.
It's like, it's a damaged chair.
So it looks red because of the red neon sign. It's just a reflection. It always shows up. There you go, 2 pictures. Hi, you'll see them. Ah, already texting back. See, a little bubble here. Boom. Like mirrors. Thumbs up. Okay. Yeah, like mirrors. Okay, so like I said, there's more to be done, but I don't do that on camera because this is going to go eventually live for everyone to see, including my competitors. This is already beyond a standard, whatchamacallit, standard. Yeah. Yeah, let me take the guitar off the jig. And put it on the bench. Sometimes I do the polishing on the bench because it really doesn't have to be done on the jig. Okay, that's that. Everything, yeah. Okay. Okay. It goes on the bench over there. Okay. Maybe this camera shows it better. This camera's got a better lens. So it depends how I catch the reflection, right? Let's go inside. Here we are, a familiar place. The pick guard is still here. That's good. Well, I didn't expect it to go anywhere. Okay, so yeah, you got to tell me. I think this is a good experience for a customer, right? Okay, so it's on the bench, back on the bench. Here we have it. Look, it's nice and shiny, right? But this camera, I gotta change it. It's like not the best camera. Yeah. We are going to look at one of the frets. How about this one? Where's my finger? Right there. Yeah, they look good. So there's always going to be scratches. Like I said, there's no such thing as a completely scratch-free surface. That doesn't exist on this planet, right? That's how it is. But you know, I'm checking. It looks good. Yeah. All right. Now I can remove. Yeah, this is the camera that's usually inside. Getting tangled up a little bit. Just like that. Okay, so I have the camera positioned here, and now I can start removing the tape. So hopefully I don't damage the finish, but I do need to be very careful. So I like to go like this instead of pulling it up. Alright, so this shouldn't be done too quickly. On Fender guitars, this can be an issue. This is an Ibanez. Okay. Just continuing the removal process. And then I gotta do something else. Off camera. I just need to remove this first. So everything takes time. That's just how it is. Maybe I change angle a little bit. Oops, sorry, I shook the camera. I know that autofocus, right? Let me put it in manual focus. So this is gonna look good. So it's a relic fretboard, and the frets are now nice and shiny. Let's get them more into focus. So it's kind of difficult to work with a camera right here. But yeah, that's what we need to do to live stream. Okay, this here is a bit tricky. So here I put a few layers. I don't even know why. It's kind of stupid. See, so now I just have a... Okay, so both layers are coming off now. Okay, look at my hands. Okay, so this goes, where's my garbage? Right here. I'm going to, There's still some buffing compound a little bit. It splashes around a little bit. I've been streaming this for 2 hours, 33 minutes and 16 seconds. Whew. All right, so I still have something that I need to do to the frets off camera. Obviously clean the guitar, and I'll text you. I don't think I can do this tonight. Yeah, it's already late. Okay, so we're done for the day.